Hi, Dave from Informed American talking to you today about the big story of the day, which is Joe Biden denies the sexual assault claims made against him in an MSNBC interview. Now, this was the first time Joe Biden has addressed these questions directly. His campaign has, of course, denied them as these allegations have surfaced. But this was the first time he was asked directly, and he said, "No, it's not true. I'm saying unequivocally it never happened, and it never happened." He continues on, "I don't know why she's saying this. I don't know why after 27 years, all of a sudden this gets raised. Look at the facts, and I assure you it didn't happen, period." And now he says that these claims should be investigated by the press, which gives me a bit of a chuckle because I remember the confirmation hearings of Supreme Court Justice Brett Kavanaugh, and those claims were investigated by the press, and that looks like things have changed a bit because back then it was believe all women, and now it's maybe don't believe this one woman because we got to get rid of the orange man out of the office. So that's kind of where we're at here with the press, and it's just interesting. I mean, I don't know if this is true or not, but it is watching. I mean, let this being litigated by the press. Yeah, of course Biden would want that. Now, for those who don't know, these allegations come from a woman named Tara Reade, who was a staffer under Biden back in the 90s, and she alleges that one day Biden just kind of pressed her up against the wall and put his hand under his skirt, and you can kind of take it from there. And that's the allegation. Now, she says she made a complaint to the congressional office or something there. Basically, it was her employer. She didn't go to the police. She made the complaint to the Senate office. So apparently, a record of this may be in the Senate archives, which are held at the University of Delaware. And Biden was asked about this during the interview at MSNBC, and he said, "No, there's nothing there. Don't worry about it. You're not going to find anything." And even it was Mika Brzezinski actually who was doing the interview, and she said, "Well, I mean, if you won't, well, first of all, you open them up," and he said, "No, you're not going to find anything." And then she said, "Well, would you approve of a search of her name, Tara Reade?" And Biden kind of played dumb. He's like, "I don't know what you mean." She's like, "Well, we could search the archives to see if the name Tara Reade pops up. Number one, that's step one, just to see if there's a hit there, right? And then we could see, just do an initial search," which makes sense, but he's not having it. The way this thing worked was there was this archive, and then they will be released 2 years after Biden becomes no longer as a public person. So we're just not there yet. Now, previously, this kind of story comes from Business Insider. Reade said she believes that Biden's senatorial papers, which are housed in the University of Delaware, may contain notes or personal records supporting some of her allegations. And then, how about this? Biden has sent people into the archives to take a look at this stuff. So keep an eye to see if they're not bringing paper shredders with them or something. So, question for all of you is: what do you believe in this scenario? Do you believe Biden? Do you believe Tara Reade? And should Biden open up his Senate records from the University of Delaware? Should we just say, "Hey, this didn't happen. I'm not going to," and he did say to his credit, "I'm not going to attack this woman or go after her for what she says. She, for whatever reason, I don't know why she's doing it, but it didn't happen." So, maybe in the spirit of full disclosure, he just put the record out. Let us see if there is a complaint, because that certainly would be an absolute game changer. So, first of all, I'd love to know what you think about this. Who do you believe? And two, should Biden open up his full Senate archives? Go ahead and comment down below, and I'd love to hear what you think. Also, we've got a poll going on just below this video if you haven't seen it yet, asking you if you plan on going shopping or to a restaurant this weekend, if you happen to be lucky enough in an area where states are slowly allowing this sort of thing to happen. So go ahead and vote in that poll, comment on that, and comment on what you think about this whole Biden thing. Thanks for watching. Have a great weekend.